Hey everyone, how it goes? It's Levi over here with Member Solutions on Villain Support. How y'all doing? I hope you're all doing great. Dinner plan. So let's talk about why I didn't do the breakfast stream. As soon as some people start filing in, because I just barely started, and so we're going to be waiting for people because I didn't give people a chance to actually notice that I'm live, and that takes about 2 to 3 minutes for people to start shuffling in and seeing me and saying hi and everything. We're just down here in the office temporarily, which is why I'm on my phone. Slayer Eclipse, how goes it? Eclipse the gaming duckling. For a second, I was reading that as Darkwing Duck. Mr. Levi, you guys are amazing. Says I'm just gonna highlight it. Angelo, give you a shout out. I just did. I read the comments a lot. I had a full hands full of cereal. Wasn't much better. I did manage to eat some leftovers, but the biggest problem was like yesterday I had like one meal and then I got hungry at like 4 in the morning, because I was like I need some sleep. I have to take medicine, even if it's not the right medicine, because the medicine I take is nice. It helps with a lot of pain, but depending on what version of the medicine I take, it'll make me hungry. And the version that's for sleep specifically. Oh, hey, you guys can probably see the spider webs now, and that is a daddy long leg. That explains why I don't have as many spiders, and that also explains why that other tiny little spider's no longer there. Did you eat the other spider? No, I'm cuddling a giant bunny. You should do Squirrel Girl versus Rocky and Bullwinkle. I did way back in the day. Way back in the day, we did Squirrel Girl content. Here's the thing. There's not everything works. Just period. Not everything works. How's the jelly? What? Don't know about Leroy and Stitch. So here's how it goes. For all those that are new, dinner streams are more for a time for chatting. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go cook some food. So I didn't eat the breakfast I was supposed to eat, which was the biscuits and gravy. And I'm gonna be making those here in a minute. Daddy long legs also eat mosquitoes. That would explain why I have the daddy long legs. We had a lot of mosquitoes in the office. I'll just use that clip. You guys want to see a quick clip that I recorded? You're gonna get me just flipping the camera around. So
Napa, you put my stuff.
And we'll probably do this again later.
Napa, you put my stuff down now, I will literally turn you into Deadpool's brown pants.
Give me one moment. I need a moment, okay? Just give me one moment. I don't have a way to easily do that. But yeah, the ban do not allow on premises, and so that shot is perfect for it. I do wish I could have gotten a better green screen, but because I couldn't do a better green screen in it, and realistically, I'm probably not going to get a better shot, to be honest. Because I'm trying to shoot that from here, and I'm trying to effectively hold my phone while I do the shot. I also realized that I'm currently the reason why I'm so back on that one is because I'm standing like this because I had some stuff in front of that area, and now that I'm clear up here, I'm up here. But that looks better. That shot looks better. Not homemade biscuits. I have biscuits and a con to use before they go bad, so we're gonna do those. But they are the correct type of biscuits. There's that. my secret for cleaning up around everywhere and being able to clean constantly. For those who don't know, I'm disabled, and like doing a bunch of bending and everything very quickly aggravates my back and my condition. So I wasn't getting a lot of cleaning done. I was getting as much as I could, and like I've got kids, so I got one of those, and it wasn't as long as I wanted it to because it was supposed to be for the outside. And I was like, and I was like, I was like walking around with messing, grabbing stuff off the floor inside. I'm like, oh, I can clean inside. So it became the indoor one where I'll clean for like a solid 2 hours, 2 to 3. I'm just walking around, sit down for a moment, take a break, walk around, sit down, take a break. It helps, gets it done. Do laundry. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm live right now. I'm trying to find my my stand. I didn't take it downstairs. Did I leave? Is it downstairs? I went downstairs for that's right, dinner the Friday, the other night. Oh, the other night I was having dinner and we went live Sunday. No, cannot have a soda. I need the thing. Oh. That's one cord that fell. That's not good. A lot of trash I really don't want to go through right now. Did both cords fall or just one? Really hoping just one fell down and the other one got used somewhere else. Somebody sent me a message that I might have had a cord fall down on the trash. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't. Don't have to worry about the message. Here's the other cord. Orange Boy says, I hope Levi sees your earlier post. What was your earlier post? I'm trying to get everything, go upstairs and get stuff ready to cook. We're also going to have cookies today. Oh, my knees. No one judge me for this. Give me a second. Anyone else use their hands to get up the stairs by actually putting your hands on the stairs? Anyone judge me? Go have bad knees, have the cartilage in your knees be like over 50% gone. Then you can fucking judge me. Until then, you're not allowed to. I mean, you can, but you don't get to say anything. The table needs to be cleaned up. All right. I'm a tad on the hungry side. Dishes need to be done and ran, and I need to cook on top of that. So here's how things are going to go. I've got sausage for tonight. I got chicken for tomorrow or the next day. It's nice and thawed out. I've got cookies to cook up. And it's just sausage, biscuits, and gravy. So it's an oven and cooking sausage. Super easy. As soon as I get done cooking the sausage, I have the gravy stuff to it. Which, I don't know where that's at. Give me a moment. Device. What? Oh no. I think it's actually Raven's turn. Is it your turn to load the dishes? Yeah. You just did, but they didn't get clean. No. I started loading. Can you finish the load and run them? Yeah, they didn't get clean. I reloaded a bunch of dishes. I just need you to finish loading and run it so I can cook and we'll have stuff clean to eat on. I would say just do a time saver run or leave out a couple bits of silverware. I will look at all the posts and everything as soon as I'm able to. We're going to need silverware out. Okay, so spoon, fork, spork. 2 sporks, 1 smoothie. And then 2 plates clean. Leave, and there's a bowl. So 2 plates in a bowl. It'll be good. Why not Qatar? Oh, hey, that's $20. You want to stay and watch a cat get fed? You just donated enough money for me to give the kitties an extra treat. For those who do not know, anytime we get $25 in donations, indoor and outdoor kitties get an extra treat. Indoor kitties are currently begging for more food, even though I just fed them a little while ago. Outdoor kitties are currently begging for food. So if you want to stay for a moment, I'm about to show off feeding this guy. Come around, killer. Yeah. You gonna say hi to everyone? Gonna get some ASMR today. ASMR. Can I close the window? Oh man, you hungry. You need to slow down, buddy. Ow! I gotta get the camera out of his face. No, I need photos of the kitty. Besides the mimics, I wonder if villain sport prizes have changed for the foods for fairy. So we are not inflicted by inflation in real life government politics and stuff like that. Although sometimes the comedy will have stuff, but not very often. Shit, I don't have a single clean paint. All right, sometimes Mondays are bad. Sometimes dishes got done during the weekend. Things got cleaned. But I was live every day last week. I deleted a couple of them, but it was live. All right, let that sit and dry. Biscuits aren't going to take very long. They need to be $3.75, I think. Southern homestyle biscuits. So we need $3.75 for 15 to 17 minutes. So we're gonna pre-warm that. So if something takes longer than 20 minutes to cook, and I mean like 30, like a significant amount of time longer, you can put it in the oven while it's warming up. If it takes less than 20 minutes, warm up your oven first. Just a good rule of thumb. I get a pan, and we're going to do some cooking. Now, I could cook over here, and I think I will, because I got better lighting over here. Not quite as harsh. And I can set you guys down a lot easier and have you guys be here. I don't want to use this because it's pain. Clean. Our induction over here. This isn't a bad camera angle. If I turn the camera around and focused it, this would be a great. I found a new camera angle. I think I found my POV camera angle actually. Also means a little easier. Now Jeremy just donated $10. What did he say? Cooking with Levi is the best live stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. We got some meds to take. So if you haven't taken your meds, we'll be taking those together in a moment too. Induction cooktop. This was a relatively cheap one. I say cheap because they can get up to like $300. This one was $100, but it did come with all this pan stuff, the lid, everything like that. So it's there perfectly. You've got a grill plate that needs to be cleaned. Like it's clean, soap scum on it. So we're gonna actually use this one. We're gonna turn this down to about a 4. Walmart has the Mainstay brand. You can find induction cookers for 4. I will say this: do not go cheap on an induction cooker. Like don't get something super expensive. There's no need for that. Like don't go cheap on one either. This is on the cheaper end. It'll turn off if I take the thing on there. But it is hot. Period. It does warm up super fast though. Which is nice. I need to wash my hands first, actually.
I need to get through.
Don't yell at me. I'm live.
I'm still in a game, dude.
Okay, well, you don't need to be yelling at me. And you could have gotten off the game.
I'm in call with friends, and none of these dishes were even put away after they were cleaned.
Heck, none of those are clean. I did not run that.
That's not dirty.
Yeah, but I put dirty dishes on top.
Oh, whatever.
Children.
What?
I told you to load it. I didn't tell you to unload it. I'm just rerunning things. Just because something looks clean doesn't necessarily mean it is. Considering I found a bunch of dishes that weren't clean.
That's not my fault.
No, it's not. Don't run it on the pots and pans that you need.
Not really many dishes for some reason. We're missing a shit ton.
Just fit what you can fit in there. Don't cover the bottom too much, otherwise we'll have another problem like that again. We're going
That
three.
should be relatively good, I guess.
Yeah. I'll be fine.
You want to put soap in?
This is metal on metal, and it's an induction cooker, which means I get the feeling I do that, the heat might travel. I don't know. We're gonna put it over there. Alright. Gonna do time saver. Yeah, I'll pop it. Give you guys some canned food later tonight. Gotta pull out a can. have a can. Food for kitties. Visiting the Asian market can be dangerous to one's wallet. I agree with that. Be a little bit spoiling. They sell these on Amazon for like $5, $7. You can spray and you can pour. My oil of choice is almost constantly just spaced. Sesame oil. Just I like it. Tastes good. Let that sizzle. You guys. You know the image on your shirt is the cause that's wrong in anime fans? You mean this one? You mean this one? This is our merch. What are you talking about? You can go buy it. You can also get this lovely thing. The Hawaiian shirts. And more things. Alright, so that's a doing its thing. Where's my mix? It's downstairs. Up here. I'm cheating today. I've got a country time gravy mix cheap, and I got the good one. We're going to try the good one. Because I kind of know that this is going to taste a little bit more bland than this. But if this doesn't taste like super great, I don't care about spending an extra 50 cents. And apparently you can use this to make broccoli cheese soup. Did not think that okay, yeah, no, that kind of makes sense. Bring 1.5 cups of water to a full boiling boil. We'll do that after this thing. Blend 1/2 cup of cool water. Okay. I need to blend this with 1/2 cup of cool water is what I need to do. You guys want to look at the food sizzling? You guys want to chat with me? I'm a licensed mythological creature adoptions agency. I once did a skit, salty, perfect adoption event, talking to Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget breaking in and causing havoc during that event. See, there's a lot of things, a lot of great ideas that I look at them and yeah, that would be great as an animation with all the chaos in the background happening, you being able to see Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget and Penny and Brain and all them. And the hope is eventually we can make full episodes, entire seasons, and everything like that. But without a bunch of original characters to go with things to drive it together, there's no way we'd ever get picked up by a network. That's not a big deal. But if we ever did get picked up by a network, we'd be limited to that network's heroes and villains, which, to be honest, depending on the network, would be a huge number of people across quote-unquote universe. So that drains. Not draining. I can smell things. I'm having to. So that's at half a cup of cool water. That's half a cup right there. I've got my glasses all the way down like grandma. Not that I really spent much time like grandma. We'll be adding some garlic to this. Not adding onions. My entire life of having biscuits and gravy. One time somebody decided to add a bunch of veggies to it. I did not like it. It was not good. Did not care for it. So I'm not going to be adding a bunch. Hello, Ribbit. That is not the good package. That's the good package. Pour gravy mix into the boiling water, stir. And we're going to use milk, a cup and a half of milk, instead of the boiling water when it gets to that point. And then we'll turn it down. But you know what? Hey, kiddo, you want sauteed onions? No? Biscuits and gravy with sauteed onions don't sound good to you? Onion's still good. I might as well. No, it's not. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I go ahead and have some? I've got some potatoes O'Brien in there. Biscuits and gravies does not have veggies in it. No, it does not. I keep thinking about it and it just doesn't. What I can do is I can make that separate. What we'll do is we'll put this on a. We'll cook it in a different pan. We'll cook it that. Set that to 3. Get a little oil on it. And feel like it's set it and forget it type thing. A little bit hotter. So we'll have some biscuits and gravy, potatoes O'Brien, basically makes pasta. That's like perfect amount of butter. That is nice. Pretty sure I have more butter somewhere. Yeah. Anyone else freeze their butter? B&G can have biscuits and gravy can have fried onions. Yeah, I agree. But never personally had that. Kiddo said no anyways. So we're at the point. We want these to be nice and crumbly. In my family, there are a lot of people who would cook them right to a little bit more to what they are now, which you can't tell. They're a little bit gray. They're not quite brown everywhere yet, but they're almost there. Then they'd add a gravy mix to this and kind of go from there. Salt, pepper. Spoonful of garlic. Mix the medicine. Come back up. Makes the breath start. Sorry. Want to see a dumbass? He spilled his food. I guarantee you he was munching on it too fast and it fell over and he wasn't done munching on it, but other cats rushed over and probably beat him on over to it. So now he's just kind of pouting in the window waiting for more food, but I can't justify giving him another can of food right now. I always set it to all messages so I can squish trolls. What I like is if I had a counterweight on here and it was daytime, that wouldn't be on. This really would be a relatively good scene. Minus all the backdrop here. For those that don't like the ASMR, nothing I can do about that right now. I can cut it out in regular videos, not so much during live. The defaults. Message. I'm trying to remember if Villain Sport charges for reacting my retired military. Yeah, of course we do. Okay. So this be a cooking. Next step. For the record, I sneezed away and into the. Oh no, my onion! I don't have a clean fork right now. So we're gonna whisk with a peeler. Cause I forgot to whisk my mix. I forgot to whisk my mix. There we go. What is it, buddy? You have what? Not right now. I don't know. We'll see. You don't really need to be having soda every day. Oh, that's about that. Good thing I'm not a secret. Just have flavored water. It will not kill you to have just like Kool-Aid or something. Sheldon, good to see you for the most diabolical chat. No. That would be Kevin McAllister. That would be Kevin McAllister. Sheldon would still be driven by the science and forget that he was making a trap. Sheldon would not be a good villain. Just on the sheer fact that his idea of villainy would be more minor inconveniences to everyone else. You gotta remember, Sheldon is autistic coded. So unless he had the great ambitions to take over the world, he's gonna minor inconvenience you. Oh my goodness, you minorly inconvenienced me by making me have to fill out the form of paperwork for the DMV. Preventing me from doing it online, you made me go in. Congrats, I was going to have to probably go in anyway. It's probably just saved me time. It would not make a great villain, is what I'm saying. Wouldn't make a great hero either for the same reason. I realize not everything is clean as what I would like it. I'll get to it later. The spots that need to be cleaned are clean. I don't need any more garlic. Although my secret to adding a lot of flavor to like things that, especially if you want them to have different flavoring, get yourself soup base. So if you got sausage and chicken go very good together. But if you don't want to have actual chicken and sausage, add a little bit of chicken to your potatoes if you're having potatoes. Hey, the Woman Dragon, thank you so much for that. Looks like Streamlabs is not working. Has anyone noticed a trend? Elements is working. No, Elements is working, but Labs isn't. Elements is working. I can't fix that right now, though. That's the problem. I also need to put the biscuits on the tray, get to work on that. Because over the next 10 minutes, my other stuff is going to be getting done here soon. It's not really a big enough tray for these. These will puff up and touch each other more than likely, but I do not care. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes, please. Sorry, Echo, set a timer for 16 minutes. All right. I've got crispy starting to form on over on our sausage. As you can see, crispy. You can stop trying to do the commands, the elements. It doesn't have a whole lot of commands to it. What I'm curious about is if it's working in any shape form. Let me see if I can log in. Because we've got, that's almost ready. But I want it a bit crispier. Potatoes are effectively on a low. They're essentially thawing out, so I'm going to just turn the heat up just a tiny bit more so they start actually crispifying. We'll get something to drink and go downstairs with our food today, more than likely. Yes, please focus on everything else within. Honestly, I see if Will Wheaton be more the villain. Yeah, Will Wheaton, I could see being a halfway decent villain for that. He has a bit of practice playing villains, though, so. Okay, let's see if I can log into this. Yeah, blow my nose, too. Tobias, can you get me some toilet paper? I don't seem to have any napkins over here.
Napkin for the solar is.
Can you please get that for me? I'm trying to do something. I don't need to sign up. I need to log in. Thank you. But one of my medications is my allergy meds. Yeah. Give me a minute. Need to plug you guys in while I'm at it. Oh, why did you do that? Cloudbots. Well, it says it's on, but let's turn it off and turn it back on. We'll turn them both off. We'll walk away for a moment, and then we'll come back, and we will. He doesn't have the ability to curse dice. He has the ability to curse others. Remember, if you're lurking on Twitch, you gotta say a thing or two. And if you have Twitch and you have Prime and you get them linked, you can support us without it costing you a dime. See, now we're getting the crispies. Really nice. What'd you say, kiddo? All right. You don't need to be yelling, though. Remember, you don't get louder than me. If you're louder than me, Mama can hear you. I was going to make cookies, but I got to wait for the biscuits to get done to make cookies. I don't really feel like washing another pan at the moment, especially one that needs that type of struggle. What's nice about biscuits and gravy, if you only have biscuits and gravy, pretty much just one pan. Because I'm over here frying up some potatoes too. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pans to clean when I get done today. Damn it. You just heard a baby seal barking. That'd be my child more likely. Sorry. You're not the face of Bo. What? What's going on? What's going on? What have I missed? Biscuits are rising. They're coming along nicely. Sausage is crisping. We're going to do more milk-based gravy. And say that. Yeah, tissues. Drinking. Without taking one of these. Stop trying to follow me. I actually have some leftover these. Toss a handful in there, keep the rest of it. One. Like themselves. Cookies that been collected today. And that's going to go into the potatoes. That should do it. It had a weird lag spike. Trust me, my internet's not bad. But we have multiple people almost nonstop gaming on it. I think we're trying package. You?
I don't know how to.
No, you definitely stopped and dropped something off. Woo! Yes, you have some fucking Kool-Aid. You mean a Kool-Aid? You mean a Kool-Aid cooler, right? The one that you're supposed to for school. The one you talked about.
Yeah.
That was nice of it to stay on. You can fix Instant Pots. You can, but they're a pain in the ass. I got nice and crisp. Now we add this. About a cup and a half of milk. I wanted me to add it to boiling water. I do not need to add it to boiling water. We're actually going to add a little bit more milk too to this, and then we'll bring it up to about a 5. We'll get that to boiling, and then we'll let it cool back down. That way I use a bunch of the stuff that was in here too. And for those that didn't see it, I took the grease that had accumulated, a good chunk of it. I left a little bit in here because of flavor. But I took the rest because my potatoes are starting to crisp and absorb things. And I added those leftover tater tots from the other day, which we're just gonna pretty much break up apart. They're absorbing that grease really nicely. Is it the most healthy thing to do? No. Is it gonna taste like heaven? Depends on your viewpoint. But we like it. And I'm cooking for my family. I'm back. The bacon is no longer screaming. That said, I found a loud golf ball calling itself. What? Hold on. I can't highlight it. Marilda? I don't know that reference. I feel like I should, but I don't. Also, thank you again for the donation. $20, $30, $40 to the stream. That's pretty nice. That's nice. This is thickening up. Look at that. Look how thick that's turning. Oh, that's turning thick. It's turning real thick. We can actually turn it off and let the residual heat, which with an induction cooker, there is residual heat on this one at least, but it's just, it goes away very, very quickly. But this will be more than enough, especially because the pan is sitting on the biscuits and gravy. Our biscuits are almost done too. Levi, if y'all have a Discord, yes, we do have a Discord. And in fact, normally the link would be working, and I need to go see if those bots will work. I'm gonna go turn them back on. We're gonna kick this to about a 5.5 now. This your account is not one of the ones that was hacked a week ago. They had some data stolen. A lot of the data that was stolen was not the data that a lot of people think. Sounds like you have low iron. If you're concerned, see a trained professional. Give health advice. give it with a grain of salt. Be like, hey, you might be this, you might be that. I do it all the time, but I'm like, hey, it's go look things up. Be careful when giving that type of advice. Basically, Discord and Elements. It works. Okay. I just barely turned things back on. I know the Elements is working. I just turned the Cloud Bat back on, so it might take a minute. But hey, there we go. You can support us directly. Like if you want to donate to me directly, you can do buy the coffee. Should be fine. Should be fine. Of course, you can buy the merch at the merch shop. Look at Alt go ham on everything. So it's just turning it off for a significant amount of time, like 3 to 5 minutes or so, and then turning it back on. So that is the good thing. Everyone just lost the game. Echo, how much time left on my timer? Potatoes are looking good. Now we can add the cheese to them because I wanted cheesy potatoes. The cheese will crisp up nicely too. Melt on in there. Create a nice barrier for them. We're going to turn that all the way up so I can just let it sit and crispify. Real quick, we're going to have one of these. Our biscuits are almost done, which means dinner's almost ready. Chris, what's up? This still sounds too wrong. Oh, because the biscuits and gravy? Yeah. What would be the equivalent for you guys? Dry bread? I don't know. Ah.
Wow.
Another reason why I'm going to go downstairs.
Me?
My little stand is starting to give out. It's been, to be fair, this is meant as a travel stand, and I have used it well and thoroughly. It has lasted me a year of nonstop abuse to it. It's a meme. It's a meme. Go look up "Lost the Game" with question mark, and you'll get dumplings. Not quite dumplings. Dumplings mean entirely different things to us. And like dumplings are like it's dry bread and a roll. Think bread rolls, but like drier. I don't think the UK has something that is actually equivalent, the same as American Southern biscuits. And the reason why is because like when biscuits became a thing, biscuits and grits, biscuits and gravy, and that kind of stuff, that was a very much wild west thing. There wasn't enough bread, yeast, blah 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 to go around, and biscuits became a thing because of necessity. And then like it was also relatively tasty. It went good with a lot of things. Echo, timer off. And so that is, and that's what gets me when people say like America doesn't have culture, and I was like, yes it does. Yes it does. It's not the same, and it's mostly food based, but it does. Yes, we don't have years and years of it. No, we have a culture, and a lot of it's a melting pot of culture. That's another thing. If you don't recognize that the culture that America has is literally a melting pot of different things combined and changed to form its own thing. Look at that biscuit. Look at that biscuit. That's a good looking biscuit. That's still going. I've got a plate going. So here's how it goes. Pick 1 to 2 biscuits. You break them in half. Nice and fluffy. Okay? I'm going to do 2, right? 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. Yep. I'm gonna do 2 biscuits. I'm gonna layer my biscuits like this. And there's a reason why I'm gonna layer my biscuits like this. And that's because I want my potatoes as well. But I want to get my gravy before I get my potatoes. And we're gonna slather on some sausage gravy onto my biscuits. And does it look like a gray mess? Yes. This is at the point you would add like a sprig of onion or something like that to give it a bit of color. But I don't want to. Looks like scones. Scones would be relatively close, but your scones are sweet and biscuits are not. So take out all the sweet of a scone. Make that scone a bit drier. You want a dry scone. And give it a little bit more air, so to say. Make the scone a little bit on the lighter side so it puffs up a little bit more. And that would be the equivalent. A melting pot, more like a stew pot. If you pay attention, you can taste individual ingredients, but they all modify each other, creating a whole. Yeah. This is my breakfast, dinner. Breakfast or dinner, whatever. Turn that off, didn't I? That's off. This is off, off. That is off. Okay, everything's off. Right. You hungry now or later?
Can't really.
Yeah, all right.
Now, maybe because. What's up?
There's only 1 plate clean. You hungry now or later? Good. Well, if you want one, there's a clean plate still.
I'm sorry, but still.
So you don't want food?
Match.
Oh, you had a plate that you grabbed over there. I don't really want to take the food all the way downstairs to have to bring everything back up. We're gonna change our plan of action. I'm gonna get something to drink from downstairs because I don't feel like trying to get a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna get a drink. Stop yelling! Otherwise it goes off. Don't want to go all the way back up and downstairs. I mean, I don't want to go up the stair, back up the stairs with the plate and stuff. Do I have a soda? No, I have tea. Tea. Although I am tempted to just come down here where it's quiet. To be honest, I am very tempted. But if I do that, I'd rather eat in silence, nothing to y'all, and watch a show. And I can't quite watch a show in here because we'll get hit with like a copyright strike or something. There we go. I got some tea. Let's use my Coca-Cola glass and make it feel like it's Coca-Cola. There we go. Southern breakfast. Sweet tea, although it's not quite as sweet as what it normally would be. And then biscuits, gravy, sausage gravy to be exact, with some hash. A little bit of chicken flavor, really good. You don't taste the chicken so much as there's like, think chicken skin. Like where you can taste a little bit of the chicken and you can taste all the seasonings and everything. But you don't get like a full hit of chicken. You kind of do. It's weird. It's good. Good. Go for the sausage gravy. This brings back good childhood memories. Oh no, there's enough food. Go around. Good. Very, very good. So I've missed a ton of chat. Thank you for the dinner today. Was a rough one here. Nothing happened. Just didn't sleep and was busy all day. Missed 2 meals. Oh goodness. What are you eating with me today? I'm making venison stew tomorrow. I got canned good from my mother. Canned good from your mother today. All right. So you're eating right now, right? Oh. Medicine. Oh, it's real good. You know, I thought it's 7 o'clock and it should be your bedtime early. You're right. Maybe I should turn off earlier. Okay. So if you barely got any sleep, maybe you should go to bed early. Or you can stop bitching. Can we do another team up of Harry Dresden in the... What I can tell you is that we want to remake that one as an animation. So before we go and do that, we are kind of exploring other things, seeing how well animation does. Christmas is right around the corner, though. We got Thanksgiving on top of that. So we're gonna iron out the logistics of the Kickstarter. And then have that one, because I don't want people, both me and Chris don't want people choosing to either support us or go ahead and do their other thing. So we're going to have the Kickstarter pop probably right around March, April. And that will be for full animation of a project. When we get enough money, we'll do multiple projects. We get enough money, it goes ham. Ooh. I'm drinking Lipton Fuse and pineapple and mango. That's a good one. Can you guys do? Burger King had a special on these Whoppers with orange buns. So you got 2 of those. That's good. Meat lovers piece. I'm trying to motivate my Damien to eat dinner, but they say candy isn't healthy, so they don't want to eat their veggies and chicken. Spaghetti today. That's always good. We had pasta the other day. Making venison stew tomorrow. I was asleep to heal due to my lack of sleep these past couple of weeks. Yeah, no, I had slept a lot the other day. So I picked up 2 pounds of red miso. Should I use them to crust the steak? If you pick up 2 pounds of miso, it's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. But I would suggest, especially given the current financial of everyone and how hard it is to, like, if you're not worried about food and your finances are great, use it however you want. I would make mine last. I got approved for a free sample of like a bunch of miso soups. I think it's like 17 to 20 servings of it, which is great. And I'm gonna be having one of those for breakfast for a few days. Every few days, I'll have one of those. My kids like it. They'll have breakfast with it. I'm going to be having beef and broccoli. No Burger Kings in the UK. That might be a good thing. Wait a minute. How do you guys have McDonald's, but you don't have Burger King? No way does that make sense.
red-eye gravy and biscuits. You'll have to explain that one. If you just mean Cajun gravy and biscuits, it's entirely different. For those that don't know, biscuits and gravy is literally like the base set. Cajun biscuits and gravy is spicy as hell. Creole got their hands on it, was like, let me instead of the sausage, I think it's like shrimp and stuff like that, or crawdads. And it's not bad. Definitely different. But it's not what I would prefer. I had some and I was like, oh, not right. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. Miso's miso. It's like soybean soup, basically, right? Somebody look that one up. Fermented soybean paste. Used as a seasoning to add salty savor or umami flavor to flavors, dishes like soups, dressing, and marinades. But miso soup is basically a little bit of that in water and some tofu. I like it. Knew it was soybeans. I was like, soybeans, isn't it? Spaghetti with turkey bits. Just special offers at the moment. McDonald's is very different flavors in Canada. It is vastly different. Got 2 pounds for $5 at the Asian market. And that's pretty good. Like in Australia, my family and I have breakfast sausage crumbles and burger buns with no dairy. I never did get this answer. The red eye gravy. I don't know what that is. Oh, you are you talking exactly what I mentioned? Is that the one I think it is? Is that the crawdads and biscuits and gravy, essentially the basically fish version of it, or is it gravy with Red Bull? Because that would kill me. That would kill me. That would explain why I never had that. All right, alternate. You have a good one. Thank you for popping in. It's always nice to see you. Coffee based? It's coffee? Oh my god. I don't want to be able to have that either. Then again, I wonder if somebody was just playing a prank on me with the whole fish biscuits and gravy. Because it wasn't bad. It's just not my cup of tea. It was edible. Had a lot of flavor and a lot of spice. It just was just weird. It would be something that you got to get used to. It's kind of like this. I guarantee you, if somebody from the UK had this, they'd either love it or they'd hate it. There wouldn't be an in between. And if they hated it, it'd be like they had to get used to it versus like not liking it at all. I know some people from the UK would probably call this spicy because of the black pepper that's in it, though, too. My spouse, who has a slight aversion to black pepper, they can have it, but they can't have a whole lot of it. Would have problems with it. It's not that they can't handle spice; they can handle spice just fine. To some people, black pepper is spicy. If you didn't grow up using it in damn near everything, You're watching Jason Hose. Thank you, Rogue. Chew peppercorn if you need to dull a high. Good advice to keep in mind. I've done that. It is not a pleasant thing to do. This does work, but it works with a variety of things, by the way. You can also just drink a soda. Takes a lot longer, but caffeine will also do that. Black pepper, though, is like smelling salts to that. Take a peppercorn and just bam, it like wakes you up. It doesn't last for very long, but it will. Oh yeah. There was a whole news thing about how many people in Britain didn't realize you needed to rinse your dishes after washing them because the soap said rinse free. And it was specific to the term of it didn't leave streaks. And if you put it in a dishwasher, it was rinse free that way. I'm just saying, when you made worldwide news because the amount of people who had soap residue on their dishes, we all collectively went, is that the spice you've been having? you don't get to make worldwide news for leaving soap on your dishes. And then say we have spices. Oh goodness. Paprika is really good. I love adding paprika. No, red eye gravy has coffee in it. Cajun gravy has Cajun sausage, and it's not seafood. Yeah, I've had Cajun sausage, but I've also had like seafood biscuits and gravy version. And I don't know if that was just somebody pulling my leg, or is that just a specific thing from that particular person / the restaurant that they got it from, that they decided to copy it from, or what. But who? Never again. I love Cajun sausage though. But the red eye coffee bit, no, I couldn't have that. I have a problem with coffee. I like to argue that as a Florida man myself, what?
Yeah.
You hate me?
No, I'm trying to Raven.
Oh. There's zero argument for me. The UK, the entire UK. I'd say at least Florida isn't our entire country, but not talking politics. Not talking to politics. That was good. Oh, that was good. I like that. I can't have any more because there's just enough biscuits for everyone to have 2 biscuits. So I gotta wait. You want to use my plate, buddy?
No,
You're not gonna eat it all?
I don't want biscuits.
Your luck. It's good. Wisconsin is like the Florida man of the North. Oh boy.
Okay, like,
You want to use my plate?
okay.
I'll let it sit for another half hour, then I'll let you put it away.
It's good. Better when it's warm. So tempted to have more. All right. Sound more like Louisiana Creole than Cajun? Very well might have been. Very well might have been. Making it sound like the United States is like Westeros.
Pick you up. You know.
Guys do know who the bad guys were in Star Wars, right? Pretty sure Canada has a couple of Floridas, but they're very polite about their lunacy. That's a good one. That's a good one, guys. That's a good one. I like that one. Crossbody videos. There's so many. I probably spelled it wrong. Lacrosse. That's true. The cheese heads are crazy. I'm so OCD about getting soap off dishes. It's not even funny. Northern Ham is our Florida, just with more rain. That's. I don't know about that one. No, the UP of Michigan. I love how many the mocktail pina colada lemonade. I wanted to lose the pina colada because I don't like coconut. Like I like coffee, I could withstand. It would give me a small headache. Coconut would make me yak. Yak. No, I will turn your internet off if you're going to keep up with this attitude. I know Mondays are usually a breakfast stream. I'm sorry. I need this water to boil. Pretty sure. Yeah, yes, we have Florida Man. However, it's city-based rather than Providence-wide. There you go. Rebellion, obviously. I resent that. I may be evil, but I still resent it. Always forget which is more Bayou and which is more City Cajun or Creole. The Jedi. We have Scotland. Me and my Welsh will just kind of sit over here in the corner. I cannot have coconut. Anything. Insert Braveheart reference. But see, Braveheart was the moment that a bunch of Americans looked up their ancestry and was like, "I'm a quarter Scottish." I have a coat of freaking arms. I think it's up here right now. Because my grandparents, it wasn't even like so my grandparents were born here. My great grandparents were not. At least on my dad's side, I'm not like American generations on both sides. I'm American generations only on one side, and one of those sides is like literally like stolen land. I just I don't talk about that ancestry very much because of how light I am. But Cheyenne and then Welsh, European, Scottish type stuff. That's pretty much what I am. So, Levi, what about Carmen Sandiego hiring villains Stitch for the hijacking of the white base? I don't know what the white base is. Mighty Strike Freedom. Oh, do you mean Power Rangers? Conan O'Brien is the only 100% Irish person genetically on the planet. That's funny. We had a group of Scott tried that at LARP, and unfortunately for them, we had LARP crossbows and bums. Great targets. Oh no! I got called myself bad guys. Oh, who were the bad guys in Star Wars? Yeah. My last name is Wilson. Where do you think all my ancestors came from?
But what is going on over there? Why are you crawling? The hell? I got a car that just pulled up right in front of our house. What the hell's going on? You had plenty of time to turn around and do things. There was no traffic. Y'all, give me a moment, would you? I'll take you with me. Yeah. I don't have any deliveries. Did you get a package from outside by chance, buddy?
No. I can't even order packages.
No, I said outside. Did you grab the package? Okay. Hi, Killer. What you doing just sitting there? If I got a package, I don't see it. Well, they finally took off. I don't know what's up with them. I don't see no packages down there now. Oh, front porch. Well, ain't got nothing to worry about, I guess. We'll put things up. We live next to the main road, so ignore the long ranger knife. I was using to scratch my eyebrow with. No, I am expecting things, just not from. Like, I didn't buy anything from Amazon myself. I'm expecting things from like TikTok for doing reviews and stuff. And sometimes all TikTok is like Amazon dropship stuff. Scared by Levi? Why are you scared by me? What'd I do? Was it the big giant ranger knife? No, it just barely showed up. So it was probably somebody who didn't know where they were going. I think there's another item from Unique Dice. There's only a throwing knife. Oh, no, I'll show it to you. I wouldn't use it to throw. You can, but I wouldn't really call that a throwing knife. Considering how much of the screen it takes. No, you can, but I don't have the rope on it to give it a proper way. Like right now, I wonder where that's at. That would be right there. There it is. So, good portion of the blade is still there, but there's enough of the handle with a little bit of the blade left over that if you were to throw this without having something wrapped on here so that the balance was a little bit better, yeah, balance is way wrong for a throwing knife. I would have to wrap something on here to give this so it would move the balance a little bit more in the middle of the knife. You can throw it and you can make it stick. I've done that. Hey, that's what this is. So the good people at Unique Dice, from the TikTok shop specifically, gave me a dice gel. So that the dice stay locked up. I don't know if I got I've got dice that they're in here. And right now I got a lot of stuff on here. Including my key. When I go to the video, I'll do a video of me opening my desk or my table up. That's one thing I'm not a fan of. It does not, like, I'm not tilting it over without grabbing it. That's, I can make it stay up, but it doesn't really lock down and like stay locked down. If I tilt it this way, it's gonna come undone. It's nice. Strana Nova or whatever it is on there. But the people at Unique Dice are the ones who make this one specifically. You've been naughty dice, haven't you? I think it was like $20 too. Like for $20, I've never been a huge like dice jail kind of guy unless I make it myself. So that might be on me. Accessories have to have a reason for me. That's just me, my preference. Now, what I would use this for would be a representation of somebody actively, like, I wonder if I've got it. Mini. You wake up in jail. They're not just dice jail. Put a dice in there too. Oh, that's a good one. Put the dice in there. If you want out, you have to roll that dice specifically. And they go, what? And if it's 10 or higher, or if it's 11 or higher, the door opens and you have a chance to escape. But if it's below, you take that amount of damage and hit points from shaking the cage. Somebody clip that and send that to me real quick. Somebody clip that and send that to me. That's my video. That's my video. Well, if it's only a D8, it would be a D20. 11 and higher, the door opens with a chance to escape. 1 to 10. 1 to 10 damage is still a significant amount of damage if you land a 10. You land an 8, it's still going to hurt. But most people, you know, you're going to get 1 to 2 things. And that's just from the things rolling around, right? It's a good little idea. Definitely going to use that as a skit. I like that. I like that idea quite a lot. Keep my little guy in there.
Who's McDonald's for?
Anyone? Okay. I think Raven might have already had the burger, though. There you go. Sugar. All right. I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm going to call it here. I've got kiddos to take care of. I've got some editing to do. I won't be doing any more filming for Stitch tonight, but I'll probably be doing some filming tomorrow because I got done filming 2 scenes and I need to film the rest of them while everything is still clean. And I still have other videos to upload and stuff like that. So I want to thank you again for joining me. Remember to take your medicine if you haven't yet. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, body, and spirit, and harmony among others. Remember to take it one breath, one step, one day at a time until the winds blow your sails our way again. Have an Acme Day. And have an Acme Day simply means have an Acme Day as part of villain. Have an Acme Day will be retro, will be built to have an Acme Day. And have an Acme Day simply means to have the best day that you possibly can have. Bye now. Up, 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 up.